how do you do keyword research? Focus on your user buy intent. If you are in a travel space, yes, they will ultimately buy your products, but you are selling an experience. So you have to figure out, how do I focus on experience? In your case, keyword research will be more difficult than this simple thing, but the idea is the same. What problems are you solving? Brainstorm possible search queries. How would a possible person look for it? Yes. Ask your employees, customers, investors, friends, family, whoever. Follow discussions on all these different platforms to see how your relevant person is looking for something. And the last part is spy on competitor keywords, which we do. Let's say you know who your competitor is, you spy on that keyword, so you pretty much have a first set of keywords that you should optimize for. Once you get that, then you can figure out, you can sort of filter out the ones which fall into the other top 5 categories.
Is there a way you measure before and after when you onboard a business? They go through the entire exercise, and where will you after 6 months?
So that is a measurement of SEO, right?
Correct.
Yeah,
But you measure before you do the entire metric.
When we start the engagement, yes, we will know what is your current organic visitor rate, how many hits are you getting, what kind of visitors, or which keywords are giving, or which search queries, I won't say keywords, which search queries are giving you the visitors. So you have those parameters with you. And then you plan it out, you figure out a strategy for the next 6 months, you work with it, and after 6 months you see where we are. For how many search queries you are getting some impressions. If you're getting impressions for certain search queries, means somewhere your website is ranking, or what you say ranking is the word, is on the Google top 10 or somewhere. So people are actually coming to your site. And that will definitely be a direct correlation with your increase in the number of organic visitors. Right? So that those are pretty, and then you can obviously go down and see which pages are getting the maximum hits, what is the user journey. So you can, that's a second level of analysis, but that's just the basic ground thing. Right? And I will not say, okay fine, a lot of people say that, as you said, ranking. I may not be able to rank you 1 or rank you in top 5 in 6 months. Does that mean my SEO is not working? Maybe not. SEO might be working. Why? Because you have to look at the more tangible ones that you have to look at. So you have certain tools. So when we get time towards the end, probably I can just show you quickly. So it's a good. So essentially, Keyword Planner, I think most of you would be using. So that will give you some understanding of the keywords you bring. So once you've completed the last slide, the steps in the last slide, you go to Keyword Planner. You put in the geography. It will show you the search volume. And also for certain search volumes, you might not get any results. Like you will get that dash, right? Which means essentially Google doesn't have data. It doesn't mean 0. It means Google doesn't have enough data to show you the data, because Google averages over 12 months and then gives you a monthly volume. So then, because of that, you have something called auto suggest and related searches. Have you ever seen those things? Auto suggest and related searches. This is very important. This will be very important for the travel guys. Because travel guys, let's say you are trying to say, let's say the La Tomatina festival, or say the 10 things you do in La Tomatina festival when you have recently broken up with your girlfriend. Let's say that's a phrase, right? So that could be something that could be popular, or somebody might be actually searching for an auto suggest. You never know. So what you have to do is you have to go to auto suggest. I'll tell you how auto suggest works. It's a very simple thing. But the thing is, people only limit themselves to monthly search volume for these values. In fact, it could be just a dash. But you have to figure out, ignore these things, because that will give you more long tail, as you say, long tail keywords in SEO. So this is a very good place. Similarly, go and figure out, this is called auto suggest. What? So you see the 4 options. These are auto suggest. So this means people are looking for keywords which doesn't have enough volume or data over a period of 12 months for Google to record it, right? So you have water sport in South Goa beaches. So you can pretty much have one article just on South Goa beaches. So if I just further drill down, South Goa, it doesn't have anything, right? Now let's say I go with this. I can use pretty much like all possible, letters and alphabets here to dig deeper. You see? So this is something that a lot of people, you can pretty much go in. So you have water sports in Goa rage in April. So in April and December is popular. So you might have a look at it. So let's say in January, in March, in February. So you can pretty much go deep down into individual areas, right? So these are the things that happen that can be for any industry. And for example, in these kind of searches, what you will typically see is people who will type it out, let's say, how do I find an expense management software? They will not type expense management software directly. or which expense management software is the best for me. You might get those kind of searches in auto-suggest. And if you write a good blog article for that, which probably none of your competitors have optimized for, you just have to optimize that article, give some 2-3 backlinks, ensure that it's having the right structure and optimize the rest, you might probably rank for that keyword. You might get maybe 2 or 3 searches a month for that. But if they are relevant searches, you can pretty much close the deal. Imagine like this, you have 50 or 60 keywords, like long tail. So you can think about, you can actually have if you close one deal per long tail keyword, you are having 50 clients from these kind of keywords which no one optimizes for. So think about it, how it is relevant for your industry and how you can get into this. And once you have that, then you go to the related searches. So essentially for keyword research, I'll tell you, we pretty much work for at least 2 to 3 weeks just doing keyword research. People ask me, why do you take so long to do keyword research? One of my clients told me, it should be a 3-day job. Why are you taking like 3 weeks for it? I said that, all right, I know where you're coming from, but it's not a 3-day job. So that's the thing, See, so I search for, what is the search? I search for what is person go in December. So look at the different related searches. So I can probably go in this. So that's a search term. And then again, I can have my own long tail. So you look at the possible combinations that you run. So you look at one related searches, you dig deeper there, and then you go to one more auto-suggest, right? So this is true for every industry. There will be searches, a lot of long tail searches. You just have to figure out how and why people are searching. In your case specifically, I'm not sure what is the travel pattern, what is the search pattern for, let's say, an e-commerce player, who's your client, right? So I'm not sure how they're looking for it. So you have to spend some time to dig deeper to figure out how they're looking for a solution which you're solving. If they don't know that you exist, if they don't know that a solution like this is possible, probably they may not search. Like you're a completely disruptive innovation, what you say, according to Clayton Christensen. Yeah. If that is not the case, most businesses will have some searches or other when you dig deeper in this way, right?
Would it say that the words in auto-suggest are phrases that have been used in the past, but they don't have very high content available in my content?
Which ones?
Like
in auto-suggest.
In auto-suggest, the rankings that you see, most of them will always have a content ready for that.
Yes and no. What happens is they might be a content, but might not be optimized properly.
Okay.
So you just have to do a bit of optimization, and you might be able to defeat your competitors, because nobody will think to dig this level of depth when they're doing the keyword research. So this is where the thing that I said initially, that don't obsess over rankings. Why? Because rankings probably will only rank for express management, and if you don't rank for express management in the next 1 year, because maybe some top-notch company in the US or some top-notch companies globally are dominating the first 5 or 6, you might blame yourself that my SEO is not working. No, because you have to understand, you're a fresh website. Google needs. Also, one more thing, how you can do your keyword research is looking at the latest trends. So you have Google Trends, and you can figure out, let's say something happened in Goa recently, some mega event happened. And you want, that is maybe a once a year thing. That may not be a very yearly thing. So in once a year thing could be just a trending thing. So you create a content, and you might what you call newsjacking. So you will be able to create a content around that, and that Google might just give, because nobody has given that. So a lot of these big media companies, right, they create this newsjacking stories. So what they do is they will be the first to write something around the latest happening, maybe something that has happened 2 hours back, and you create a good 500, 600 word article around that. So before the Times of India and India Daily comes, if you can create an article, Google might as well, give you in that Google News, or in this, give your thing on the top. It will not come on the Google News, but the article might just come on the top. So those are different ways you can, this is called newsjacking. So those are ways you can sort of get into, getting more people to write about or come to your website. But that is very seasonal, like depends on events.
What percentage of searches do you think are entirely new? For example, they would not appear in the keyword tool.
See, that is very hard to say, because it depends upon industry to industry, right? Again, you don't have any generic data for any industry. For all you know, something which is an average for you could be very different from average for her and for average for them. It's completely different. There is no right and wrong, because for example in his case, I don't even know whether e-commerce company have started actively seeking for a product. It's like what he is providing is something like a vitamin as opposed to a painkiller, I would probably say. So by the time before it becomes a painkiller, it will become a painkiller, but only when the e-commerce industry understand that yes, this is a painkiller for me. But before the transition happens, it might people are, in your case for example, people might not be looking for automated or quick builders. They might be looking at website development companies. So you are competing with website development companies. So you have to figure out how to differentiate. So those are the things that will be, so your average will be very different from the others.
But in general,
I don't have any data. I don't think Google has any data, because Google will not give any kind of data like that at the end of the day. So keyword.io is a tool which will help you do some of this auto suggest thing that I was doing. But usually I prefer my own thing. I don't use keyword.io that much. Google auto suggest and Google data search is the same thing. SEMrush is a tool which you can use to spy on your competitors. Right? So you can go to SEMrush, you can log in. It's a paid thing, so it's not a free software. Keyword.io is free. So SEMrush you have to pay, and then you can give your competitor URL and can exactly show for which keywords they are ranking and which AdWords they are doing. So that will be a good starting point for you to start your entire exercise. Right?